Welcome back to the My League Bulls rebuild. Of course, I'm your host, Big C Got Game. Before we get started, you already know what we got to do, y'all. Smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget, hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Big C Got Game. So where we left off the last video, our Bulls are 2-7 and on a 3-game losing streak. Taking a look at our player stats, we're led this year by Lauri Markkanen. He's averaged almost 16 points a game. Second on the team is Zach LaVine at 15.5. Robin Lopez is chipping in with almost 14. Bobby Porter is off the bench with 13. And Chris Dunn, our starting point guard, has 11.5. We picked up Danny Green in the last video, and he really hasn't been doing too much. He's averaging 8 points a game. He's more known for his defense, but I feel like we need an offensive small forward. So I've been looking around the league just to see who is out there as far as small forwards go. And I ask that you guys leave comments down below of who you guys would like to see picked up. So I'm thinking that we need a small forward that's got a lot of offensive game and can defend as well. And there was one comment who said OG Anunoby, I think that's what it is, would be a solid small forward for us to pick up. He plays for Toronto right now, and he's not too happy playing in Toronto. So let's see what it would take for us to get him. Okay, Jerian Grant, I might be okay with that. David Nwamba, not our first round pick though. Justin Holiday and Jerian Grant. Bobby Portis, no, I'm good. Denzel Valentine, a second round pick in 2020, and our second round pick in 21. For a first round pick in 21 for Denzel Valentine. I think I like this one better. No, Jerian Grant's our backup. This might no, because that's our next year first rounder. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him because none of these trades are worth it. Okay, we'll come back to it. Let's see, what about Josh Richardson? I don't know. That dude's hair creeps me out. What does he have? Mid-range, decent 3-point. And he could play defense. Let's see what it would take. Justin Holiday. Zipser in our first rounder. Chris, you're tripping. You're tripping. They're tripping. I think we just have to kind of roll with what we have, man. All right, let's sim a week. All right, man. So we fall to 3-10 on the year. We start off by losing to the Pacers. 104-99 was the final. Lopez finished with 22. Zach finished with 18. Green had a nice day, 14 points. Bobby Portis had 12 off the bench. Lauri Markkanen had a rough day, 3 of 13 from the floor, 7 points, 9 rebounds. Then we go back-to-back and beat the Spurs. 119-114 is your final. Green, playing against his old team, had 23. Zach had 19. Markkanen bounced back with 17 and 12. Bobby Portis with 14. Robin Lopez, 13. Denzel had 12. And Holiday had 10. Chris Dunn had 7 points and 9 assists. And we had a few days off and lost to Oklahoma City 125-121 is your final. Paul George went off 39 points in this game. Carmelo had 23. Russ had 14, 8, and 14. On the Bulls side, Zach had a hot night, 31 points for Zach LaVine. Markkanen had finished with 23 and 11. Bobby Portis 15 and 9. Chris Dunn had 13 and 3. Had another day off and then lost to the Charlotte Hornets 131-112 is the final. God, we are giving up a lot of points. Markkanen finished with 19 and 8. Zach had 17 and 4. Grant had 17. Chris Dunn 16, 8, and 5. Bobby Portis had 11 and 11. Green only had 8 points in this game. Robin had 8 and 7. So it doesn't look like we got any trades out here, guys. It's killing me. There's just no trades out here for us, guys. Yeah. Unless I give up one of my top guys, which I'm not going to do. That's the only way we're going to get trades. So let's go back to the calendar. We'll sim another week. All right, so we start this week off with a win against the Suns again. Danny Green went off. He had 22 points. Zach had 19. Bobby Portis off the bench with 19. Robin Lopez had 15. Chris Dunn had 13, 6, and 6. Holiday had 13 points. Marketing another rough night, 12 points, 7 rebounds. But the win, 121 to 116 over the Suns. Had a day off, and then we go and beat the Lakers 99 to 93. Bobby led the way for us, 25 points, 9 rebounds. Lopez chipped in with 15 and 5. Holiday had 13 and 4. Marketing another rough night, 12 and 8. Zach had a rough night too, 10 points, 4 rebounds. Chris Dunn, only 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. But the win is a win. Then we go back-to-back and beat the Jazz in overtime, 162 to 161. Was there any defense played? Marketing had a huge night, 32 points and 17 rebounds. Zach LaVine, 31 points and 5 boards. Robin Lopez broke 30 and 7 points. Shout out to Chris Dunn with the triple-double, 25, 10, and 13. Danny Green chipped in with 14. Bobby Portis had 8 and 6, and Denzel had 8 and 2 boards. Hell of a game. Marketing played 51 minutes. Wow. On this side, what they do, Rubio had 30. Mitchell had 25. Favors had 18. And we had a day off, and we took on Golden State and got mollywopped. 138 to 101 was the final. Durant did what KD does, 47 points. Steph had 29, 11. Green had 18, 7, 7, and Clay had 13. For the Bulls, Zach led the way with 23. Marketing had 19. Robin had 11. Dunn and Holiday both had 10. Had another day off, and we took on the Heat, and we didn't even show up for this game. 127 to 81 was the final. We gave up 45 points in the second quarter. Marketing led the way with 21. Zach had 12. Denzel had 11, and Grant had 10. For the Heat, Dragic had 30 points. Waiters had 22. Johnson had 16. D. Wade against his old team had 15. And then Whiteside had 12 and 13. So because we don't have any other trades to look at, we're going to sim 2 weeks, and we're going to go into December. So in a month span, we only won 2 games. So coming back in the next video, guys, we'll finish off the month of January, get close to the All-Star break, and start looking at the trade deadline. Obviously, right now, our team is trash. We are terrible. So it's going to be hard to make trades at the trade deadline, considering that all of our players are young, and we're trying to build that young nucleus. But again, I'm open to your guys' comments. Who should we go after? Please make them as realistic as possible. And thanks for watching. I know this was a bit of a boring episode, but again, it's hard to find trades when all of our talent is young. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Big C Got Game. And we'll check you guys out in the next video. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.